Yo, what's up? Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. It is back day, and it is officially 31 days out from the Musclemania World Championship. And I'm talking to Jenny about this a little bit today. I'm noticing that my mental today is not as great, but my mental is just, I mean, sometimes, been feeling really good most time. Not every day is a great day. Yesterday's not that great of a day. Just got tired, I think that's the main thing, is just fatigue. If I don't sleep on the weekends, and then it takes me like all week to try to catch up on sleep. And I didn't really sleep very well on, was it Monday? Got like 4 hours of sleep. Sometimes you just don't really sleep that much. And I think that there's a couple things going on. One is I feel like we didn't like damage my physique with the higher calories. I feel like I wasn't gaining weight at all. But then definitely add glycogen. Definitely you add some water. I don't think I gained a ton of fat or anything like that, but it is kind of weird to see the scale a little bit higher. I weighed 176 today. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, all this stuff I'm about to talk about is just kind of like my head being in a bit of a weird spot, I think. It just is what it is. But yeah, I think my physique is not looking that great. I'm looking like the fat and flat thing again, which is annoying. Haven't really sharpened back up again. I'm also pulling my calories all the way kind of back down to what I think is my like effective push calorie amount, which is like 2250. Third thing is I've been doing that with adding, so I added some calories with rice because I love oatmeal, but if I eat more than like 3 cups of oatmeal per meal, then it starts to like not be helpful to my stomach. So what I do is I add rice. I do like maybe 2 cups of oatmeal, or is it cups? It might be servings of oatmeal. It might actually just be 1 cup of oatmeal. Anyway, I think a serving of oatmeal is like a half cup. So I do like 2 servings of oatmeal, and then I'll add rice to that. The problem with rice though is that I've noticed this entire prep, rice puts me real, like, it gives me like a, not really even that much of a higher up than I notice, but I definitely notice the drop down. Like in terms of like your energy and hunger, like it makes me feel like almost like I've eaten sugar, and then it drops me back down. So moving forward, we're going back just to the just straight oatmeal, because that's been working out well for me. I think that'll probably help. So that's another thing. A third thing is that I'm kind of having to sort of like mentally adjust from going to the California show, where I was very confident I would win and it would be fun to win, to going to the World Championship event where placing in like the top 10, top 7 is gonna be hard. Top 5 would be amazing, but there are so many freak athletes who compete in Musclemania. It's just like, probably not, man. It's probably not. So I'm hoping for the best, but yeah, like I think that thing kind of changes the mindset a little bit, where it's like you're going in there to dominate versus you're going in there to just kind of like see what you can do. So it's a strange combination of my mental not being in a good spot. Jenny's trying to pump me up, and I appreciate that. And then there's the third thing of we increased calories for a little while. Like it was like only 5 days, and it was like an average of probably 2,900 calories, which I don't even think really put me in a surplus. I think the only reason I really gained weight from that is just because I had more food in my system, had more carbohydrates, had more water, and we were coming from a place where I was like, 2,200 a day. So you could tell that my face was not as sucked in for the past couple of days, which was nice. I had a couple of good days of training, but now I've been shaving calories back down, like 26, 25, then 22. So we're back, and my body's like, hey, wait a minute. Where's that food? I was enjoying that comfort. I was enjoying those extra protein bars, and last night was the first day that I cut out the protein bar. I was like, they're delicious. They are wonderful. They make you feel good at night. They make you feel good in the morning for training most time, but it's a treat, and ain't no time for treats right now. So we're probably just gonna go back on the grind. And I say that too, and also this another thing that's coming in with my mental is we're about to go on vacation. And this vacation was about to be a victorious post-show vacation. Now you will have to either go higher on your calories because you're spending time with family, or you're gonna have to sort of suck it up and diet through family vacation, which I don't necessarily like having the lower energy with family, and I don't necessarily, it's just not as much fun to have to be bare bones calories when you guys want to have nice food together and stuff. So I mean, these are the sacrifices you make, and I can figure out a way to figure it out. I can either eat a little more, and that's fine, or I can structure my calories that you have a little bit more room for some of the family meals and not have as much food throughout the day, which should be fine because we're chilling. But anyway, these are just all little things that are contributing to me being like, not feeling tip top. But you know what? This is all part of the fun, right? This is all how it goes. You have these little micro challenges along the way that you have to sort of push through and rise to the occasion and overcome, and it's really not even that bad, right? And it's good to say that out loud for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's like anything, the better you get at encountering these small challenges and powering through, the better. So it's like every day I shave my calories down, and last night the objective was to get through the day, not have the protein bar, and that would be a success. And again, you know, part of the deal is like, if you're like, one of the things I'm thinking to myself is like, if you're hungry all day long and then you mess up your diet at the end of the day, like you have done your previous self and your future self a big disservice just by kind of like giving in that moment. So your future self and your past self require the respect, and your current self you need to have a good relationship with, but you also need to not listen to sometimes, right? Because the present is where you're at, and it's where you actually have power, but it is also sometimes the weakest self, in my opinion. So, like I said, I gotta do my past self right. Hey, you stuck to your diet all day even though you're tired and hungry. So don't in the present mess up by having your extra calories. Your future self will be grateful that you did not mess up last night and have extra calories, because now you have set yourself up in the present to be in momentum. So I'm doing that. I'm doing it. And even though in the present I don't feel tip top the best, you must stick to the plan for your past self to be sacrificed, have that be worthwhile, and for your future self to be able to feel good and get stuff done. So this is one way of thinking about stuff, guys. These are the thoughts that I have while dieting, and it's fun to put yourself up against this kind of resistance where those kind of thoughts even occur to you. You are even in a position to encounter that kind of stuff. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like bodybuilding so much, is because it puts you up against a manageable level of resistance that is challenging, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you're working out and you're not eating as much as you might prefer. Suck it up. So this is me sucking it up. And we're gonna go get some back day in. The gym stream's been starting soon for a second, so we better get on there. We'll go see how back day goes. Let's get after it. Sorry for the slightly longer starting soon. I was talking to Jenny a little bit, doing a little bit of vlogging too. We're gonna get in here and get some work in. All right, so today, my chest workouts, yesterday was I think I can feel it, but it was a little unsatisfactory. So I'm gonna get warmed up, and I'm gonna do some chest cables with pull-ups, I think, is my plan. I don't feel like I'm looking that good. It's an odd situation right now. I feel like my mental has been pretty good most of the time. I feel like I'm noticing that my mental, like today and yesterday, were not like tip-top great. But I'm gonna make some adjustments and see how it goes. I don't think I'm just getting in my own head. It's just part of the deal is like, I was going from being very confident that I was gonna win the California show, and now we're gonna be competing in the World Championships where I may not even really place. And that's like, I don't think that's just me being negative. I think it's just being realistic. And so the level of fire for like, oh, I'm gonna win this dang show is like, that's a little bit different, but you just gotta find your fire somewhere else, right? Once I have to go over a certain amount of carbs and calories, it's just not viable to eat only oatmeal to do that. But once you bring the calories back down, it's like, for me, it's better to go back to just straight oatmeal. So I'll make the adjustment. I'll make the adjustment. But yeah, I gotta do a little bit of chest. I need a little bit more chest pump. A little more blood in there. Yesterday was unsatisfactory. There was still good work, like for most of it, just didn't really get around to doing cables. I'd like to do some cables today. This workout may look like what we are planning to do on RP strength, but it also might not. I'm just gonna kind of see what we can do. Did a different kind of warm-up than we sometimes do. So I just need to get to work, I think. Little stretcher on there. I'll do some seated cable work in a little bit, but probably pull-ups. How those lifts looking, man? Big back right doing chest? Yep, I've described why a couple times. Yeah, I just didn't really feel like we got enough chest activation yesterday. I didn't end up doing cables, so. Yep, gotta do a little bit of chest today. Gotta finish up what we didn't do yesterday, basically. Yep, I still think we're gonna have relatively shredded glutes for the show. As nice as it was to increase the calories a couple days, you kind of have to suffer when you come back down. You have to reacclimate to the grind a little bit, I think. Maybe it's gonna take that rest time, but I don't know. Like I said, I find comfort and like rest to be uncomfortable right now more than anything else. I just need to get back to work. But yeah, I mean, in the first show that I did at 2018, there was a guy, he's like, hey, I watched your videos leading into the competitions. It was really cool to see that. It's cool to see it here too. I was like, oh yeah, man. And then at the California Muscle Mania Championship, there was a dude who was like, hey, you should actually do this show. It's Muscle Mania, it's in California. Like, oh damn, so he actually told me about the show. That's kind of unfortunate because we went there and beat him too. And then there was a guy who had been watching my videos forever who was a pro in Muscle Mania as well. We did like a cool pose together on stage. That was fun. But yeah, that was it was an interesting year. But yeah, I mean, pick a show that you want to do and go see who won it last year and see if you can get better than that, you know? I feel like Muscle Mania athletes are on a different level than some of these other places. I mean, all these guys look good, but would I mind showing how much you weigh on a scale? Let me take a picture. Why? I mean, I'll tell you what it is. It's 176 this morning. Look big for 176. Yeah, pretty low body fat. Well, different food selection. I spread my food out. Have a bigger meal before bed. I work out in the morning and then I walk at night. Yeah, I mean, just follow any of my social media and you'll be confronted daily with what I'm up to. Specifically the bodybuilding stuff. I've been spamming to that recently on Twitter and especially my Bajheera Gains brand new Instagram. Make sure you guys follow that, !Gains. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll just keep doing it solo right now. I don't know if I want to like try to find a opposing coach short notice. We got a month, but I mean, I don't know. Just finish strong, right? Just got a few more of these. Drink pre-workout, yep. Legion Pulse pre-workout, yep. Indeed. Highly recommended. It's one of the only things making this workout happen right now. It's like finish your workout up, but also make everything take 4 times as long as the boys running around. Which is fine. It's just, if you want me to finish up more quickly, that's not the way to do it. Also, just draw a little bit? Not sure. It's been a bit. When's the last time you won a bodybuilding show? Gotta go. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for showing love. Gotta keep grinding, boys. Gotta keep grinding. But again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the subbies today. Won't be seeing you guys for a couple days, but make sure you follow along on the socials, the YouTubes. See you guys when we get back on Saturday. Peace.